Hello everyone, welcome to Van Life with Steve, or maybe it's road tripping with Steve, or maybe it's winter van camping with Steve. Either way, it was a unique set of circumstances that put me on this road. I'm heading from west coast to east, winter camping my way across America during a pandemic with a rental van. Thanks for coming along as my co-pilot. This trip gave me the chance to try something I've always wanted to try, van life. Reality is, this is more like camping in a van. The challenge is, well, there's a global pandemic. I will be driving through places where people take it seriously and people don't. I won't be stopping to sightsee, I won't be stopping to eat at good restaurants, I won't be stopping period, except to sleep and get gas. My goal is to do this trip without seeing people at all. No restrooms, no hotels, just me and a rented 15-passenger Chevy Express van with the seats removed. Speaking of the pandemic, I did quarantine before leaving. I had a negative test before I left, and I also got a negative test once I got to my destination. I followed all rules and regulations relating to travel. I have a GoPro attached to the windshield. You'll probably see mud, rain, glares, and reflections. The audio didn't come through great, but if there are good sections, I will fade it in and out as we go. I didn't film much of the actual camping. I didn't have lights, and was trying to stay as stealthy as possible. The trip in total is 13 nights, December 19th through January 1st. 8 nights were spent in the van and the balance was at my destination. What you're seeing now is the first day of the trip. The video started on Route 84 just outside of Pendleton, Oregon, but I started driving west of Portland. The morning of the 19th I got up early. I threw everything in the van that I had packed the night before and headed out. My goal was to get to Salt Lake City early enough to make some dinner and set up the van for the rest of the trip before going to sleep. This section of the drive was 11 hours and 40 minutes, and it's pretty much the entire distance of Route 84. I went through the Columbia River Gorge, but I'm going to save the video of that for the way back. This road generally follows the Oregon Trail for this portion. We are going to climb Emigrant Hill, which is a steep 6% grade into the Blue Mountains. This section of the Oregon Trail goes down with a drop of over 2,000 feet in 7 miles. Many wagons and lives of both humans and animals were lost in navigating this section of the trail. The eastbound lanes have the tightest turns allowed in the interstate system. We will see more of this on the way back. For now, it's a climb and heading back east. My goal is to keep my daily drive time around 12 hours. Reality was, the drives were between 8 and 15 hours. I had to make some strategic decisions along the way due to storms and a general desire to not stop in cities. I took the northern route on the way east and a more southern route on the way west. I was excited to get on the road. I've been cross-country a few times by car, but this was the first time by myself. Usually a road trip is a great time to clear your head, just watch the road go by and zone out. This time it was different. I hadn't seen my family in 2 years and my girlfriend in 7 months. My mind was already clear from the lower pandemic workload and the general isolation. I already had plenty of time to daydream during regular life, so the road was just like an extension. Just cruising, and finally getting a view outside of my apartment. We are crossing the Snake River into Idaho. Just north of Brigham City, this road joins the route of the first transcontinental railway. Today I will go nearly the whole distance across Oregon, through Idaho, and into Salt Lake City, Utah. Once in Salt Lake City, I will spend the rest of the night in a Cracker Barrel parking lot. I was excited to see Idaho and Utah, 2 states I hadn't really seen before. I had my mountain bike packed and was planning to stop in Moab and Bentonville on the way back. Since winter rains rolled into Oregon, I hadn't ridden much in a few months. My mind was clear and I had much to look forward to. One thing I didn't look forward to was the music situation. The van had no Bluetooth or aux input, no CD or tape, so so I was radio all the way. I planned on pressing the seek button about 1,000,000 times to dodge the hole that American radio has become. A taste of solo cross-country travel, dreams of Solo Road, Kerouac on the rails, and William Least Heat Moon. The car whipped past, the driver eating and a passenger clicking a camera, moving without going anywhere, taking a trip instead of making one. I laughed at the absurdity of the photographs and then realized I too was rolling effortlessly along, turning the windshield into a movie screen in which I, the viewer, did the moving while the subject held still. That was the temptation of the American highway, of the American vacation, from the Latin vacare, to be empty. Glamorizing van life and solo camping videos, the necessity of travel and the circumstance of the world hanging over fun like a gray cloud equal to the winter sky. You can Google Street View this whole drive. You can work remotely. You can Zoom, FaceTime, video chat anyone at any time. Yet it's no substitute for rubber on the road and looking at your loved ones, the mountains, and the fields right in the face. As we roll into Salt Lake City, I will say, thanks for joining me on the first day of my trip. I'm going to find a parking spot in the back of Cracker Barrel, set up my stuff, and make some dinner. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. It's good to have a co-pilot. Help me pick some good jams on the radio. We're in for a gray, beautiful, and wintry ride across America.